One of the hardest things to do is put yourself out there. And there's days I wonder why I got back on YouTube because it is a very long, hard journey. But if you stay consistent and you keep on showing up, one day you are going to have the success that you want, not by virality, but with your online courses that you are going to put out. Because every single one of us has a story to tell. We have things that we've been through. We have a life history of learning, growing, and doing things for ourselves that we are succeeding at. So it may not seem like much to you, but if you help other people with this and you show up, you gain the trust of others, then this is something that you can do as well. It doesn't feel like it because there's days I think, why would anybody listen to me? But I know that I've grown from not knowing anything, especially with tech, online courses, ebooks, and guides. This is something that I am very proud of myself. It takes a long time to learn how to build these courses, especially with Samcart, which that's the one I'm on, learning how to do order bumps and putting other things into your checkout page, which that is add-ons. So if you have a low ticket, which I do, then you could add on other valuable things and then do it as add-ons. So it just increases the amount to what you're going to be charging. So it has to be a lot of transformation. It has to be valuable and not just information, because you can get that anywhere. You can get that on Google, on AI, and it's just the amount of information is endless. So I know that I've lived these things, that I am helping other women on my other channel, this channel. I am helping other people grow, get the courage to go out and create your own online courses. And it is not an overnight progress. It is not overnight. You won't see success right away. You just have to keep showing up. And believe me, there's times it gets very tiring, very discouraging. You're going to have to be really, really um, like finding the encouragement. If you can't find that, then do it within yourself, because some days you're not going to feel that way. So I just want to let you know that it is not easy, and it is going to be worth it. I've always wanted to work for myself, always wanted to have my own thing. I know years and years and years ago, I had to have loans, and being a woman, it was very hard because I am a Gen Xer. And so that wasn't offered to us. And so now the sky's the limit with having your own business and having that opportunity. You're the only person that will hold you back. There's times that I'm lazy, and I was so gung ho in the first 8 months when I was learning Kajabi, another storefront where you keep your courses on. And I was just going, going, going every single day, maybe taking a break here and there. But I got to a point not long ago where I stopped working on my courses, stopped doing things for probably about a month. And you get burned out. Don't get me wrong sometimes, but that's why you have to pace yourself. You still got to show up. But I was showing up every single day on my other channel, like on YouTube. I wouldn't miss a day no matter what. And I did get burned out with it. Then I went down to about 3 days, I think. And then I kind of would just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I just would switch it up. Right now, I'm doing probably maybe one video a week at the most. I've done two in the last 2 months. I mean, the month, oh no, recently I took a break from pretty much everything. I wasn't going on social media. So I think it was like with YouTube, I don't remember the time, but I know I was going on Instagram, posting every single day still. And yeah, but I stopped working on my courses and things that I want to do, order bumps. I just kind of didn't want to do it for a minute there. But I do love it. I go back to it, and it's time to get back on track and get serious with it, because you're not going to build anything if you are, taking time off, like a lot of time. It's a hustle. I don't care what people say. It's a hustle. It's a grind, especially in the beginning, while you're having people that could start taking your course, and it starts getting where a lot of people are taking the course. You still have to work. You still have to show up and do your reels, your videos. So it's never quite 100% passive. I mean, your online courses can be seen by other people, but you still have to talk about it. You still have to get out there and promote yourself. So this is something that's still always work, but I love it. I enjoy it. Yes, is there times where I'm just so discouraged? At times, I get, I feel sorry for myself. I feel like, oh, who's listening to me? Who's watching me? And it is very tough. YouTube is really tough. I think it's one of the harder platforms, but I still come back to it. On my YouTube channel, I started off really strong with people watching. I mean, I didn't get like thousands of views, but people were watching. But now it's gone down, and I hear that from everyone. So I am a very small creator still. And you don't get me wrong, you could still sell your courses if you are a small creator. You could reach your community, your people. Instagram is where I'm at right now mostly. I do post on there every day except the weekends. I mean, I've missed a day or two during the week, but I'm doing a 30-day challenge where I'm doing 2 reels, one carousel, and one story every single day. So I am working on that. I'm pushing that. I'm going stronger on Instagram because really you're only supposed to go on one platform, not even YouTube, if you're on Instagram and vice versa. So it's focusing on one, but I still feel like I want to put at least a video or two out a week on my YouTube channels. So that's just where I'm at. And it is spreading yourself a little thin because I'm working on a lot of things right now. So you don't definitely want to do that because you can get burned out. So this is where I feel like I'm comfortable with. I can manage that. Doesn't take too long out of my day to do. So I could just tackle usually on my days off the ones that I'm doing. I'm going to try to start doing some scheduling out on my Instagram so I can get one out, get some out on the weekend. So I'm going to have to spend a little extra time without running out of ideas because I'll have an idea. I try to write it down all the time. Definitely do that because you will lose it. As soon as it comes, you'll start thinking about something else and then that will be gone. And I'll think, oh my God, what was I thinking where I was going to put on my video or my reel? So I usually try to do a uh, Google Docs and write some things down. I try to go back at the ideas on Chat GPT because I do try to put in ideas on there and then I'll write out some list on ideas and what I could put on the thing I just came up with. I'll try to use it on my notes on my phone. So definitely write them down because you will forget. And today, I think my husband was a little upset because him and his son and my son were going to the water park, and he really was a little upset. I could tell, not mad, but upset that I didn't want to go. And I'm just really not a water person. I don't know. I just thinking about that, and his face looked really disappointed. And he knows I don't like water parks. If it was a beach, that's fine, but I'm not big on the water parks. I wish we lived at a beach. That's my goal and my dream one day, to be able to move anywhere and be able to walk out on the beach. I love the beach. We visited a couple places and I really wish that I lived at a beach. So have goals, have dreams, push for something. Of course, I want so much more, but my own freedom, my own time, whenever I want to take a vacation, I don't want to have to answer to an employer about this. So this is just my goals. And I really do want this for me and my family. This is something that helps me to keep going. And so definitely write out things or map out things that you know that right reasons why you want to do this. Still work, of course. Don't just get up and quit your job unless you simply know you could. I, on the other hand, cannot. I have to still keep working where I'm at and hope for this one day.